Aloha, loves. Let's see how this angle works out today. Just trying something new. And because this camera is raised up so high, I feel like someone is seeing things from a higher perspective. Their visions, their goals are being lifted up. I'm feeling like the most high vibes. I feel like somebody's leaving things up to the most high. Yesterday, when I did the opening up the floodgates reading, we spoke about the letter C and how it represented a bunch of different things. And one that stuck out the most was Noah's Ark. You building something and people wondering, what the hell are you doing? There's no disaster, nothing's coming, but you've been in preparation. And I don't think it's for a disaster. I think it's opening the floodgates to your abundance, opening the gates to you stepping out of your comfort zone and stepping into a whole new life. So the night before I did the floodgates reading, we what was it, Christmas? Yeah, okay, Christmas. My sister bought my 1 year old a gift, stamps. Ooh, so I am seeing somebody's gonna be getting a message. Somebody could be getting a letter in the mail. You could be, I'm seeing like just money coming out of the blues. Like it could be some sort of something that got lost. Something that got lost. So, anyways, this is what we were doing. And it was a fucking rainbow. But I put the two rainbows together, and that's what it spoke about with that letter C as well. It said that when you put the two together, it creates a circle. So I'm seeing something coming full circle, but also something coming back around. Something that's going to allow you to smile. I'm seeing a lot of relocating. Um, a lot of people are going to be relocating as well, or just, a big step out of your comfort zone. But remain hopeful in these times. We've been talking about that pain, those contractions right before that big push. And it's like, when it comes, whatever this is, look at that. That's the birth of something, that big push, stepping you into a space where you're enjoying what you do, but you rewriting your story. I'm seeing you writing down where you see yourself and sticking to it and knowing that it's going to come in this moment. But that big push, it hurts, it's painful, but you have to continue to push through. And I was feeling the vibes of someone getting really lazy and kind of beating themselves up for how sloppy they've been. And this could be in the workspace, having, a sloppy mindset. I just heard being sloppy with things, but you were still showing up is the difference. It's like, even if you didn't feel like it, you still showed up. And I was remembering when I used to be in school, there's a lot of things going on. And my teacher would tell me, all you got to do is show up. All you got to do is show up. And in the past, I wouldn't. So I feel like, we are being pushed out of our comfort zones, because sometimes when shit would go down, we just wouldn't show up. We would just throw in the towel and fucking give in to the comforts, but false senses of security. But this time we're showing up for self, and we're showing up for those around us as well. Being very generous with our time, with our energy, with our resources. But I also feel this vibes of not being afraid to ask for help, and not being afraid to be turned down as well. Heavy rejection is redirection vibes. Wow, look at that. Things are turning around. Heavy growth. I'm seeing making sure you're remaining ambitious. I am seeing you are. You are showing up. You are allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing yourself to trust in the divines. Look at that, trusting in the fact that they're coming in to help, that they're rescuing you. You hear that helicopter in the background and it showed up with the Temperance card. Releasing your control and allowing them to do what they have to do. Someone's loosening their grip, ready to test the waters even, or feeling encouraged to test the waters. I'm seeing someone moving to an island, someone relocating. Look at that. We have the Goddess of Wands and the God of Wands. So within this relocation, within this, even if it's relocating, finding a different mindset, seeing things from a different perspective, it brings in someone that's on your level. Someone that's on your level. What is this? So I'm seeing not feeling like you have to use your sexual energies. I'm seeing they love you. They love your spirit over your body. They're captivated by the energies that you carry, how you play your part and listen to the calls of the ancestors guiding you. They love how creative you are, how you push through the worry, the lack. So I'm seeing don't, I just heard don't judge a book by its cover and don't let looks deceive you. Because somebody could be worried about how something looks. It could be even how something looks on paper. It's something that's out of someone's comfort zone. Yeah, look at that. She has her eyes closed. But I've been feeling that vibes of what you're seeking is out of your comfort zone. Just doing it differently. Even if you, oh gosh. Okay, God of Pentacles went off the table. I'm going to leave him there for a little while. Maybe somebody's being put on a timeout, but what was I feeling? Yeah, something's new. Something new is coming, that's why. There could have been someone around you that was more externally stable, but they lacked that stability within. Like there was no deep soul connection. What the hell was I saying? Can't remember. Wow, yeah. Whatever that was, it was like just an illusion. I'm seeing somebody could have even been lying about what they had, what they brought to the table. And you're no longer being tricked by superficial things. And you're moving on. This is definitely relocation. Moving on, moving past things. I'm seeing learning your lessons as well, looking back or looking forward to the future after you have been held back. Single, somebody could be single or just really independent or being called to be independent. Someone's regaining a sense of self. This relocation is going to allow you to be more independent, allow you to be more tapped in as well. I've been feeling that vibes of someone being stuck in a situation on purpose so they can tap in to their intuition. Yeah, stuck in a tower moment, shit not going right. Yeah, death. Something had to be let go in order for something new to begin. In order for something new to begin, something had to be let go. Something new. I'm seeing a new contract. The contract that you're signing for yourself this time. Creating your own path. Doing it your way. The way that people said would have been impossible. You're making the impossible possible. Oh my gosh, that's right. That's right. Look at that. Enthusiastic, a new idea. I'm seeing taking life by the hands. That feels so weird saying it. Um, I was burning eucalyptus. I need to light a fucking cigarette. I was burning eucalyptus, and the way it looked when it was burning is it reminded me of the Ninja Turtle mask. And we've been saying that vibes of like, you know, Master of Disguise. Yes, and he dressed up as a fucking turtle in that movie, Master of Disguise. So you've been under disguise. You've been hidden for a reason. You could have been, you were just hidden. Like, whether if it's they were putting you in rags or putting you in luxurious clothes for someone to misread you, misjudge you. But it was on purpose, so you can be guided to where you're meant to be, so you can see who you truly are. But so the Ninja Turtle, and then as soon as I got finished burning it, I click onto YouTube, and Tyler's Tarot is on live. What sign was he doing? I feel like it's relevant. I think he was doing Gemini at the time, and he was talking about how he wants to get a turtle and he wants to get a snake. So I don't know if one of you are getting one as well, but it takes me right back to the tortoise and the hare. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. Things have been moving super slowly, but they were moving. And you were in your own lane, not worrying about who's trying to beat you to the jump, who's trying to be 5 steps ahead. Yeah, it's like you were looking around, you were enjoying nature, you were fucking, you know, just not really focused on crossing the finish line. It's like you knew you were there and you were pacing yourself. And maybe it felt like you were stuck at some points. But I feel like along the way, the divines were making it just a little bit easier. They would send you angel numbers. There would be birds flying by you, butterflies, dragonflies, ladybugs. I'm hearing snakes. And they were all messengers sent to allow you to remain hopeful. Even when things weren't going right, I'm seeing someone see angel number after angel number, and that put you in this frequency to remain in gratitude, to smile. Even when things weren't going your way, they still found a way to get you to smile because that's what they love the most. They love to see you smile. I'm seeing the divines love to see you happy. They don't want to see you down. Wow, I knew it. I was going to say, but there was, yeah, and the devil energy is off the table. You're no longer restricting yourself. But I was seeing a lot of people like to see you get down. I'm hearing outcasts again, the whole world. They loved it when you didn't get down. They loved it when you were feeling out of character. They loved it when you were singing the blues and feeling blue. But through that feeling blue, blue is the color of the third eye, the throat. Through you feeling blue, it allowed you to find a way to communicate, to tap into your third eye, and to activate that crown chakra as well. To remember who you are, to crown yourself. Look at that crown. She's thinking about what goes around comes around. She's also manifesting the impossible to become possible. You have all the tools you need. I'm seeing even if you have just a little bit to get by, that energy that you're in, that gratitude that you show, even if it's like something weird like a fish being in a fucking cup, you still found a way to use that as a way to tap in, as a message. You've seen it as a sign. You've seen it as a green light or a yellow or a red. It's like you were knowing when it was time to stop, when it was time to go. Making plans, when it's time to stop, when it's time to go, when it's time to hold on to your ideas or hold back. I'm seeing this as a letter. Do I have a star stamp on here? They do have a star stamp as well. But signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, I just heard. Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Oh my. Oh my. I'm hearing just focus on self though. Don't worry about who's coming towards you. Just focusing on self right now, making sure you're saving. I'm hearing saving your money. Because there could have some unexpected things that come up. And you're going to need some rainy day funds, I just heard. Some rainy day funds. I'm seeing this masculine around as well. That's doing things solo. That's learning how to be independent, not codependent. And they could have a lot of options. But they're looking at you. You're different. You're different. You have this different vibe, this different glow. They see that you love yourself. Every part of yourself. I'm seeing this person. Yeah, they love the way you carry yourself, how you hold it down. They love how passionate you are about things. Look at that. The strength card came up. You're strong. They're watching how strong you are. How you've been doing it on your own all this time. But I do feel in order for this to come in, somebody has to be getting out there. The Fool off the table. Yeah, somebody has to get out there. Someone's really not ready to take a leap of faith. Somebody could be pregnant, that's why. So they could be like, why would I get out there? I'm pregnant with child. But it's not really getting out there to date. I'm seeing getting out there to collaborate with like-minded people. Allowing someone to come on your team to help. Not being afraid to ask for help, right? When things get heavy. Even though you know you can carry it on your own, I'm seeing a lot making yourself available, allowing space for someone to come in and help hold it down with you. Mm-mm-mm. Push. The Empress went off the table. The Empress and the Fool. We have three major arcanas off the table. I'm seeing it's hard for someone to let people in. But someone needs like a midwife. Even if it's like a spiritual midwife, someone that can help them push through these dark times. I'm seeing it's the end of you doing it alone. And someone's willing to help. I'm seeing even a masculine around willing to be a midwife. Somebody could have a masculine around that's willing to help, literally help you birth your baby. Justice. Mm-hmm. Somebody could be healing. Yeah, I'm seeing this vibe of a mother feeling like she had to cut the cord herself. And this could be a umbilical cord, but I'm also seeing like, you know, those energetic cords, whoever you were attached to in the past. But somebody wants to come in. I feel like when they come in, that's how some sort of energetic cord can be cut. That's how you're going to get the strength to cut something off. You don't have to do it alone. God of Cups. See, this is someone that can handle, someone that's tapped into their emotions, someone who's really supportive. I'm seeing like heavy tears. You're going to be able to feel safe around this person. I'm definitely seeing like they'll be able to handle whatever you've been going through, whatever you're emotionally detaching yourself from. They're going to help you with that. I'm seeing this as like a sea of tears. And I just heard Israel Kamakaviva Ole. Come with me to the sea, my love. Do you remember? Look up that. If you need help spelling that, you could email me or something. Israel Kamakaviva Ole. I think it's Do You Remember? When we met. Wow. So I'm feeling the vibe of a feminine delivering a message as well. There could have been a masculine holding back from doing so because of whatever you had going on. All right, let's move on to the angels and ancestors. It's gonna start getting loud. Let's clear this up first of all. Wow. Single, independent. I just heard, oh my God. I just heard fucking Independent Women by Destiny's Child. And they were undercover as well. Charlie's Angels? Yes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lucy Liu. Oh my God, Drew Barrymore. Cameron Diaz. Wow. One of these tarot readers I watch, Saltwater Heal, she's been talking heavy about something about Mary with Cameron Diaz, and she shared something about Drew Barrymore. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing 51st Dates now as well. Somebody could have totally forgot about this person, or just forgot who they are, and they're gonna help you remember. Trust in the unknown, Skyfather. That's giving me heavy magician vibes. Trusting in your manifestations, trusting in the tower moments, even. What's off the table? La, la, la. Trust in higher forces. So we got double trust here. It's like someone's halfway in and out. Somebody has to move past ancestral patterns. There could be some sort of ancestral pattern that causes someone to not trust in the unknown. I'm seeing like people around you. You could have been growing up, you know, in poverty, which led you to have like a struggler's mentality. Like I was like manifesting 25 million the other day, or last night. Yeah, 25 million. And like a part of me is like, how, who, what, when, where, why, you know? And I'm just in my knowing, like we are able to tap into the abundance of Earth and its natural resources. And just knowing that we're worthy. Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. I'm seeing these manifestations as well. If you're going to be doing like money manifestations, manifesting a person, a goal, whatever it is, keeping it to yourself. Keeping it to yourself, because people will come in and be like, there's no fucking way you can get $25 million. There's no way. But also when you're manifesting this money, you know, just know that the divines want to see if you're going to be responsible with it. Look, move beyond ancestral patterns. I just heard, are you that somebody from Aaliyah? And like she's like saying, are you responsible, right? Are you responsible enough for me to tell you? Heavy Australia vibes. Stand your ground, the mountains. So standing your ground. Oh, wow. Look, another trust card. Another trust card. So they're mirroring you, this person. So just make sure you're remaining in your trust. So yeah, they're mirroring you, but I'm also seeing like opposites. Trust and thrive and stand your ground. I'm seeing standing your ground, you know, standing up for yourself, around your family as well, around these traditions, around these belief systems even. Wow. Be brave and honest. So I'm seeing it could be scary for someone to say goodbye to an old belief system. But trust the process. Shed old skin. I'm seeing this as releasing those patterns. Making sure you're keeping the peace within your home as well. You know, I'm seeing somebody could have been raised in a household where there was a lot of abuse, which led someone to be in abusive relationships or relationships that make them feel like they're not worthy. I'm seeing someone's releasing that. Yeah, justice. I just saw number 11 on a blue shirt. Somebody's getting justice for not being able to communicate how they feel, not being able to express their emotions. And that could have been why a lot of people were put in certain situations to allow them to learn to communicate. God damn. Reflection. Reflection. Reflection went off the table. Okay, I asked why was it, and it said because somebody needs to nurture themselves as you would a child or a pet. Somebody has to really focus on self-care at this time. Yes, and habits. That's what I was going to say earlier. Um, Starting small when you're stepping out of your comfort zone. It's like you don't have to like do this huge fucking shift, you know? I'm seeing um changing the way you wake up in the morning. Like at one point I was waking up early with the birds, with the sunrise, and I would do yoga and drink water or tea and, you know, head to the beach and whatever. And now I'm in a space where when I wake up, I have my coffee, my cigarette, no yoga, a little breath work here and there. But I'm feeling like it's okay. It was a phase. I allowed myself to be in that space and I'm not going to beat myself up for it. You know, I acknowledged what I was doing, honored what I was doing, and it allowed me to accept it. And now I'm moving through it. So this morning I had a huge jug of water and I started with that. And then I made my coffee and I had my cigarette, you know, so baby steps. Not feeling like you have to get everything done at once. But we have the habits. Examine habits that may impede the pathways to your goals and encourage beneficial ones. So I'm seeing starting small. Drink a glass of water. Speak positive affirmations into it when you're drinking it. Not putting your fear into this water. But also I'm feeling like, you know, it's easier said than done. Maybe somebody has to allow their fear to be their compass. You know, sometimes life has to scare the shit out of us in order for us to move. Wish granted. Wow. I'm seeing when you move past these ancestral patterns, your wish will be granted. And that partnership that you're seeking or career, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing, but somebody just has to move past old belief systems, regaining a sense of self, reclaiming your power. No one feel this affirmation beyond a doubt. Oh my gosh. Timing, yes, the timing of this was divine. Divine. Like I just was talking about how you need to speak positive affirmations into your water. Wow, and 7-7. I'm seeing this as number 14, which is the Temperance card. And the angel's doing something with those cups, right? She's mixing it. She's mixing it. She's doing some sort of ritual. I'm hearing like you're rewiring your brain. When you do that, yes, you will be. When you're doing that, you're going to be rewiring your brain. That recalibration. And it starts with baby steps, right? That tortoise, slow and steady. Slow and steady. worry. So somebody could be worried about standing their ground, worried about moving past these ancestral patterns. But I'm seeing also surrender to it. Surrender to the worry, surrender to the fear. Allow it to give you an idea. Yeah, you're going to be tapping into your intuition when you just allow it. Acknowledge, honor, acceptance. Okay. Let's move on to the... Yes, bitch. I had this Polaroid picture here the other day in a reading. I can't remember which reading it was. But I left it on the table. I was like, I don't know why it's here, but I'm going to leave it. And I ended up watching, for some reason, Madonna popped in my head, Get Into the Groove. And she's laying there looking at the fucking Polaroid picture. And she walks into this room at one point, and the room number is 1313. And if you've been following, we've been seeing 13s everywhere. That's the death card. And I'm seeing it as two people letting old things go, letting things go that no longer serve them, going through this rebirthing process. And I'm seeing the decaying and rebirth. It's like things were dead, but it's time for things to grow. And that's also shifting into the number 8. That noise in the background is annoying as fuck, and I can't wait to move into our new neighborhood. I already looked at a house, and it's surrounded by trees, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. But that's the strength card, so having the courage and strength to let things go. And it's heavy self-love, unconditional love, unconditionally loving yourself, taking your feelings into account this time. Poliahu, love it. And Poliahu is alive and well here in Hawaii on Mauna Kea. We still have snow on our mountain, and she is absolutely beautiful. But this speaks of... I do feel like reading it from the book, but I don't know. This noise is just so... Ugh. That's the Wheel of Fortune. That's number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm seeing push through the loudness. So it says stillness allows others to burn their own energy. Hold your ground, remain present. Inaction can be the most powerful action. Beautiful. Yeah, let them do what they do. Because I'm sure that they're doing the same shit, you know, as what's going on around here. You know, there could have had a lot of loud, rowdy shit going on. And I'm seeing, like, just allow them to burn out their own energy. Let's read this. They want me to read it. Wow. This card is 10 for the motherfucking Wheel of Fortune. And this page is 109, which is 10. And we just had 1313. So 2 people letting go of things that no longer serve them. 2 people experiencing a major turn of events. Major luck and abundance coming in. And I'm also seeing... What is 20? Why can't I think of what 20 is? Is that the world? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Okay. How did I forget that? That's fucked up. It's judgment. Judgment. Getting that wake up call. Stepping into your mission, allowing the divine to make a way. I'm feeling that as Noah's Ark. Moses. Motherfuckers would never have thought that there would have been, a way there. Oh my Jesus Lord. Okay, we're reading this because it's 13,000 feet. This Mauna. Fucking beautiful. 13, okay? 13, the death card. Oh shit, we have 41 minutes. Poliahu is the ice goddess whose name means to caress. Poli means bosom and Ahu means garment. The snows of Poliahu softly cover the bosom of the 13,000-foot majestic mountains, Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, on the island of Hawaii. Poliahu's home is Mauna Kea, mountain of white. Mau means always, steady, constant, ever, unceasing, permanent, stationary, continual, perpetual, preserving, enduring, and lasting. Na means calmed, quieted, pacified, soothed, settled. One story of Poliahu tells of how her skills in the art of sledding led her into a confrontation with the fire goddess Pele. One day, Poliahu was challenged to a sled race by a beautiful woman dressed in black. Oh boy, this is that motherfucking tortoise and hare shit all over again. It was a close race, but Poliahu was winning. Then her challenger stood up on her sled while her robe and eyes turned blazing red. It was Pele, the goddess of fire, surrounded by sulfurous fumes. Poliahu began to head out of control towards a crevice that appeared in the earth. Pele stamped her feet. Oh God, that's a stamp. Pele stamped her feet. And molten lava spurted out along the crack. Pele's leaping lava formed a row of fiery fountains directly in the path of Poliahu's speeding sled. Poliahu's sled plunged through the wall of fire, but a burning hot lava river raced towards her. Poliahu was unmoved. A blast of icy wind swept down the mountain, shivering the flames of the fire goddess until her fountains dwindled. Then a deadly lava river flowed towards the feet of the snow goddess. She flung her arms wide and split the lava river into two. The lava passed on either side of Poliahu while she stood calmly in the center, unharmed. The story concludes Pele never again crossed over Mauna Kea to Poliahu's side of the island. Poliahu's calmness pacified the power of Pele. Poliahu is a snow goddess whose gentle caresses can calm the fury of fire. She teaches us how to be victorious in the most turbulent times and situations. She possesses the strength that comes from immovable stillness. Immovable stillness allows your opponents to burn up their own energy while you do nothing at all. All you have to do is stand your ground. Wow, we had the mountains. Stand your ground. When you're moving past these ancestral patterns. Holy fuck, we got another 10 right here too. I mean, I'm sure there's heavy 10. 10 right here. 10, 10, 10, okay? Yeah. 10s. Wow. Heavy luck. Heavy luck is coming your way. Poliahu appears to remind you that although it is difficult to do nothing, sometimes that is the most powerful thing you can do. Instead of fighting against something or attempting to change your situation, allow it to run its course. A caress of stillness cannot be resisted because it resists nothing. This caress is the type of strength that even Pele's fury cannot overcome. The more you're able to caress obstacles with strength of softness and stillness, the more you will find that the troubles will just pass you by. That's beautiful. And while I was reading that, I could hear a siren. So being still and knowing that if you're in your place of power, nothing can knock you off your motherfucking game. And even if you feel like you are off your game, know that you weren't. I don't know. Spirit said, well, maybe some of you were. Maybe some of you were. Somebody has to regain their confidence, a sense of self. Somebody's getting back on their feet again, doing it differently this time, creating your own story, shifting the narrative of how they said it was supposed to play out. And you're letting them know how the fuck it's gonna play out because you made these plans and it's time to focus. I love you all. Aloha.